Boy, I'm on a roll today, y'all. I want to talk about income equality. Is it really possible for us to have income equality for all? Let's get real equality going in this income thing. I've changed my mind. I support it. You know, you always hear about income inequality. Oh, certain people make more than other people. And they use this argument, you know, they show the Donald Trumps of the world, and then they show people living in poverty here in America, and they use it to support all these transfer payments and social welfare programs that they wish to set up, which of course have nothing to do with the benefiting the recipients of these programs, or the recipients of these transfer payments, but have everything to do with benefiting themselves because they transfer the balance of power into the hands of the politicians. But never mind that. They use it to support their arguments for these transfer payments of welfare state. And so I say, let's go with it. Let's take it on to its logical conclusion. Rather than simply leaving the rich to be rich, but just a little bit less rich, and leaving the poor to be poor, but a little bit less poor, and kind of bringing everybody towards the middle, let's bring everybody completely to the middle. Completely to the middle. Take out the average of Donald Trump, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Paul Allen. Average that out with the people in the ghetto. Take the population, or take the cumulative wealth of the population, divide it by the number of people therein, come up with a figure that is the average salary per person, and let's rob from the rich, more rich, and give to the poor until everybody makes the same amount of money. Then how long do you think it will take that income to be distributed back out in an inequitable manner? How long will it take Bill Gates to take his salary, whatever it may be, and invest it, and through trading with others, have more than he did at the outset of the equalization? And once that bum that had $0 now has $30,000 or whatever it may be, how long will it take him to squander away his money again? I think not very long, I suppose. See, people have different incomes because they have different abilities, different work ethics, different intellect, different desires. Some people's great life is sitting around and just thinking about the world all day. Some people's great life is having a nice house, a nice car, and a comfortable life. And to do that, work is required. So even if we could get to total equality, it'd be right back to where it was within a matter of, you'd start seeing it very shortly, immediately. You'd see redistribution to the people that were harder workers. But certainly over a year or two, you'd see it almost totally redistributed back to where it is now. The other thing is, that where do you think all this money comes from that we're going to redistribute? The Donald Trump live? In other words, do you ever consider that people set out to attain a certain goal, and they want to live a certain way, and so they work accordingly, and they do the things necessary to live the way they want to live? See, millionaires don't become millionaires because they want to make you live like you want to live. They become millionaires because they have goals, dreams, and aspirations for them and their family. And so they work very hard, and they work very smart to attain a level of income that will supply them with the lifestyle that they dream about. And so you take away their ability to live the kind of life that they want once they've done the work to attain that lifestyle. What makes you think for 1 second that they'll continue to work that way and earn that income when they know it won't benefit them towards the goals that they were doing all that work to attain? And furthermore, when you create an incentive to not work and still get an equal amount of income, and you create a punitive system where people that work above what would give them the average income, they're taken away from, do you think people will continue to create that great kind of wealth? No, they won't. So you'll get the incentives that you ask for. You'll get people that do nothing and can receive something anyway. And you'll get the people that would have done something won't do as much because it won't be rewarding. You'll get the same amount whether you do a little or whether you do a lot. So how many people are going to continue to do a lot? Not very many. And so then this pool of wealth that you're pulling from to give everybody an income is going to continually decline until eventually you won't have hardly any wealth to pull from. You'll be like Cuba, and like communist Russia, and like North Korea, where you have a few resources that become so scarce that they're taken over by the government and they're distributed back out among the citizenry according to a system of political favors. Those that find favor with the bureaucracy will live very good lives. Those that don't will live in abject poverty. So let's consider the outcomes of income equality before we go ranting and raving about how bad the results of income inequality are. You know, I think I prefer the inequality to the quality, to the equality.